Good afternoon. Yeah, it's after lunch. I picked up some boxes this morning and didn't do a whole lot. We should have more going on this afternoon though, including putting a starter on a gator, which I'm hoping is in this little part shed here. We're gonna find out. No such luck, not yet. Must not have made it here yet. Should be here pretty quick. You guys see that red truck over there? That'd be a propane delivery, filling the bulk tank up. The summer fill price is reasonable, but not what we used to pay. I remember buying a tanker load of propane for less than 50 cents a gallon. It is not less than 50 cents a gallon now, but it is what it is. Oh, look, we got a starter. And I got it in there. We got to get the wires hooked up yet, but she's a real treat to get it in there. But we're going back together now. I probably should have made the electrical connections before I tighten it in there. Oh well, we'll get it. All right, the starter is back on, and I got this coolant manifold or tube or whatever it is put back in place. We are to the point where we can test it, make sure it's going to work. We got to put this cover back on here yet, but other than that, it's about back together. We're gonna have to add some coolant. I think that goes in the front. Okay, I believe we've got everything back together here. Start it up. We need to circulate the antifreeze so we can get that hose filled back up. I loosened up this bleed screw. Let that go until we see antifreeze come out of there, and then we'll close it. Wonder if it's got to get hot for the thermostat to open. Started, so that's good. That is good to go. We need to run a little bit, check the antifreeze again, make sure it's got plenty in it, but I added a little bit. We didn't really drain that much. Just this little bit that's in here is all that came out. So we got delivery. The rest of the pieces I need to make our DEF pump tote thing work. So this is the draw tube that goes in the lid. This is what attaches to that. And then this piece is the fancy one, the magic piece, the expensive piece that makes it connect to the hose on the pump. Pull that off there, Jack. So this will connect to our pump, and then it's yeah, that mates in there. It's just like the stuff on my kegs for my seed treatment. Something like that. Now that my gator's fixed, it's time to do a little crop scout. Trying to see if it's dry enough to combine wheat. It's kind of sunny and a little overcast today. It's just really humid right now, which means the wheat's probably not drying out. The ground's not bad. The ground's actually dry on top here. That'd be no problem at all. Look at that. Wow, I'm shocked by that. But I don't know that the wheat's really dry. It's definitely got a darker cast to it than it did before the rain. Gonna change it. I don't know. It's probably not as bad, or about the same as when we started, and it was too wet. Yeah, they're a little soft. I bet it's not horrible. Probably under 20. We could combine that. Well, there's the wheat field. Let's go over here and check on our beans, see if they're going to die or not. This is the field that got a little bit of enlist on it. I think we're in good shape here. Dad got a little bit of the wrong stuff on this field, but it knocked them back, but I don't think they're gonna die. Look at that, what a deal. Some of them, those ones are dead, but the rest of them look okay. They look okay. Probably be our best beans. Got some spotting on some leaves, but new leaf tissue coming out. They're not all wilty. I don't know. I think we're okay here. Even like these ones here that you can see, some of the leaves wilted off. The new ones are still growing. I don't think we're going to replant them. To be clear, they don't look good. They're not great, but they're not dead. And at this point, replanting them would be worse. Made it up to the irrigation field. Lanes are starting to dry up so we can drive through stuff. Just taking a look at everything here at the pond. The river is up substantially. There's some water flowing today. It's a little muddy, not terrible, but it's, yeah. We won't be driving across it. I can assure you of that. Everything else looks as you expect. Just sitting here right where we left it. We're back in the same spot we were yesterday looking at corn tassels. There are more today than there were yesterday. You see those two right there? See right there? I can see a bunch of them out there. They're just a single shoot sitting up. But they are coming. There's one here. Somebody asked about, you know, in the spring we want the corn to emerge super evenly. Do we need it to tassel as evenly? Well, that's a great question. I would say you probably want it to, but I've never seen that actually happen. The pollination window is probably 2 weeks long. It takes a little bit of time for all the tassels to emerge. Really what you want is a long pollen shed. You want to give it plenty of time to get down to the silks so that there's viable pollen as long as possible. But here you can see that ear starting to shoot out. Oh, there's an ear right there. It's a first and a second. So yeah, it all looks good. I've talked to fungicide or suppliers, chemical suppliers. I've got plane lined up for next week. We've got next Friday, I believe, the Haggie coming to do the majority of the corn. We can't have the Haggie do this field because of the pipe laying across the rows, but everything else we're going to do with the ground rig. It's time. It's time. Oh, check it out. The parts that I've been waiting for came. So this is a header height sensing in rigid mode kit for our new Draper Head that I tried to order on the head when we ordered it new. They didn't have them then. They have them now. And so they sold it to me as a retrofit kit. And what it does is sense the ground kind of like the corn head does. There's some feeler arms somewhere in here that will ride on the ground and move up and down to tell it what position it's in so that it'll maintain a constant cut height. It's for wheat. It's for doing it in wheat. That's what it's for. So this is a little more involved. I didn't realize we were going to have to replace these arms. I thought it was just going to be the pieces in the box there. But that's tomorrow morning's plan. So we'll work on that tomorrow. Time to go home, boys. Thanks for watching. This one was boring. No, it was all right. Just didn't get to do what I thought I thought I'd get those in time to work on it today and it would be easy to do. Not the case. So anyway, we'll see you guys in the morning. Probably going to combine wheat tomorrow. Unless it's actively raining tomorrow afternoon, we'll be in the fields combining. So we got to get that kit installed in the morning, and then we'll go from there. So see you, everybody. Have a great evening. Like, subscribe, questions and comments, leave them down below. I am getting it. Okay? And yeah, see ya.